Hey YouTubers, welcome to another episode here on ESGNet of ESGNet's Pay-Per-View Predictions. We're looking at a match that's going to happen this Sunday live on pay-per-view on the pay-per-view called Summerslam presented by the WWE. It is AJ Langston versus and AJ Lee versus Dolph Ziggler and Kaitlyn. If you guys remember, this actually stems back for some time now. Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee, of course, were dating, for some time now, and Big E was kind of their bodyguard and whatnot. And of course, with Ziggler losing the title, not once but twice because of AJ, Dolph decided to kick her to the curb. And of course, also in that, Kaitlyn has been tormented by AJ for several months now, ever since she's won the the Divas title, and also been tormented by Big E Langston, who said he was the one that was a secret admirer, and when in reality he really wasn't. He was only helping AJ out with her head games. So Dolph has decided to team up with Kaitlyn and to get even with AJ by having this mixed tag team match this Sunday at pay-per-view at Summerslam. So if you guys get a chance, to order pay-per-view either on television or the internet, I suggest you guys get it. It's gonna be a fun event. It usually is one of the better pay-per-views they have during the summer. But I want to know from you guys, who do you guys think is going to win this match? Is it going to be Big E and AJ, or will it be Dolph and Kaitlyn? There's also rumors saying that this match also has some title implications when it comes to the women's or the Divas title. Some are saying that it might be a late change to the match stipulation where, if AJ gets pinned, or if Dolph pins Big E, Kaitlyn can win the title back. So what do you guys think about that? Should it be a stipulation like for that, or should it just be a regular, mixed tag team match? I think it's going to be a great, fun event. I think it's going to be a great match. I'm hoping to see AJ get hers. Of course, she's, batshit crazy, to put it lightly. Both of them are beautiful women. And I can see a good rivalry between these two for years to come. I don't know if you guys followed FCW, which was Florida Championship Wrestling. Of course, now it's become NXT. But they had a pretty good rivalry down there in that developmental league, or I don't know, developmental brand that WWE had before they changed it to NXT. I believe AJ Lee was, for a while there, she was the acting general manager, and I think she later on became general manager of Florida State Championship Wrestling, and she was involved in a lot of storylines when it came to titles and just getting over on people and stuff like that. So it's kind of glad to see that. I'm hoping that the Divas will be more involved in more storylines, more pay-per-views. Of course, some people disagree with that, but there are actually some Divas that can actually, some female wrestlers that can actually wrestle and do a really good job of putting on a show. And I think these two will definitely be the new type of Divas that they'll have in the WWE. Don't get me wrong, some of the girls in TNA are awesome, but I think WWE is getting to that point. They're getting back to being that like they were in the the heyday. Of course, everybody's saying, it's a PG era, da da da. Well, that's true. But I think eventually that will, with every, things that were here once will come back again, and I feel like that's going to happen. I'm not going to say a year from now or whatever, but I think it'll be. I think that era will come back. And I was reading an article that they interviewed JR about, and it's really about the people. It's really about the wrestlers, what the wrestlers want to do when it comes to creativity and stuff like that. So it's all up to them. Because they're the ones that put on the show. There's, for the most part, a lot of them come up with their gimmicks and their the storyline wise and what they want to do. So, and of course WWE is targeted to a lot of families with young kids and stuff like that. So I understand parents don't want to have their kids involved in that kind of sort of violence. But I mean, for the most part, there's stuff you see on WWE now. It is violent. I mean, there is, guys beating up guys and stalking people like the Wyatt family, stalking Kane. And, of course, they have him and Kane have a match this Sunday. And that's, you guys can check that video out. I talk about that video too, about the Infernal match and whatnot. But, I think it's going to be kind of awesome seeing, I would like to see that come back, especially when it comes to the Divas. Them being involved in a lot of storylines and also cross storylines with the superstars themselves. So that's gonna be fun to see. All right, so but yeah, there you see Dolph tackling Langston there, and. I can't remember when the last time we've seen a mixed tag team match at a pay-per-view event. It's been some time we've seen anything like that, and it's gonna be great to see. I think everyone that's involved in a storyline, I believe that they should be used during a pay-per-view event. I always believe that a pay-per-view event should set up a story arc that was done earlier this year and kind of brought back to his attention. One person and I know I always say this every time I make these videos, but something I would love to see is see Johnny Johnny come back. People power. I like to see him come back. It's been a year since he's been removed from the general manager position, so it'd be nice to see John Laurinaitis come back and maybe get even with Cena, or get even with McMahon, because right now is the perfect time to get even with McMahon. Because, he's fighting with Triple H and just all the issues with that. So, but there you see the match won by Dolph Ziggler and Kaitlyn. So, what do you guys think is going to win that match this Sunday on pay-per-view? Will it be those two, or will it be Big E and AJ Lee winning the match? So leave you guys' comments, questions, and anything else down there below in the comment section. Also, check out the other links in the description to other series that we have here on ESGNet. And you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and now Tumblr. So, but that's it for this episode of ESGNet's pay-per-view predictions. I will see you guys next time.